So, but is when you get to TNA, do you, well, I was reading what's his name, Duff McKagan's book from Guns N' Roses, right? And that was a band that partied hard across the board, all of them, right? And so when you're on the party train, everyone's having a good time, and then what starts to happen, um, one or maybe two of the members of the band start to slip more than the others. So like in this example in Duff's book, I mean he was partying pretty hard, but then like Steven Adler was I think the first one who they were realizing wasn't going to be able to continue at that pace. Was there a time where when you guys were on the party train, you and Sean and Scott, where Scott became more of a concern for you than the others?
Yeah, I mean, and that was even towards the end of the WCW run, and then we went into the NWO run with WWE, and um, a lot of people don't know this. People always ask. I think it was WrestleMania 18, uh, whenever Scott worked against Austin, but people say, "Why didn't you have a match?" And I'm like, well, the original finish up until Sunday was Scott and I were going to fuck Steve. And then Rock was going to go over on Hogan, and we were going to come down and get heat on Rock and leave WrestleMania with heat, which would be the first time I think in the history of WrestleMania that somebody would leave with heat.
Mm.
And in 24 hours, it went from beating me and Scott going down, getting beat up by Rock and Hulk, and pretty much getting fucked. And by the time we got showered, I couldn't even stay up with Scott. And I mean, we got into the hotel, and he didn't even go upstairs. He just went right to the bar, and he had been sober for 6, 7 months at that time. And it just, man, my heart just fucking fell in my stomach. I was like,
Mm.
and what was I supposed to say,